Dear viewers, now discuss the important exam related question answer of water based on ICSE class 9 part 2. One video of water class 9 mainly discuss the basic concept of water. To take the part 1 link, please show the description box. Dear viewers, at first show the note on the screen. How is aquatic life benefited by the fact that water has maximum density at 4 degrees centigrade? The property of anomalous expansion of water enables aquatic life to exist because water freezes on the surface of the water body, but it is still liquid below the ice layer. Next question: water is the universal solvent. Explain or comment. Water dissolves many substances forming an aqueous solution. It can dissolve solid, liquid and gases. When dissolved in water, the solid is the solute. The water is the solvent and the resultant liquid is the solution. So, it is solid that water is a universal solvent. In other words, water can dissolve nearly every substance. Define the Henry's law. At any given temperature, the mass of gas dissolved in a fixed volume of a liquid or solution is directly proportional to the presence on the surface of a liquid. What is solubility? Solubility is the ability of a solute to dissolve in a particular solvent. To obtain a uniform result, the amount of solvent is fixed, that is 100 gram, and the solution should be saturated at a particular temperature. That is the fixed temperature. Explain the qualitative effect of temperature on solubility, solids whose solubility. Number 1, increases with rise in temperature. Increases with rise in temperature, the example KNO3, potassium nitrate. Others example KClO3, NaNO3, CuSO4, NH4Cl. Next, increases slightly with rise in temperature. Increases slightly with rise in temperature, example NaCl, that is sodium chloride. Others example KCl, CaOH2 at the below temperature 70 degree centigrade. Decreases with rise in temperature, the last part, calcium sulfate, CaSO4, and others example calcium hydroxide, CaH2 above 70 degrees centigrade. Give the 3 factors which affect of the solubility of a solute in a solvent. That is, 3 factors on which the solubility of a solid depends. Number 1, temperature. Number 2, nature of solid. Number 3, nature of the solvent. Okay. What is the soft water? Soft water is the water that easily gives lather with the use of soft and it free from salt of magnesium and calcium. Next question, what is hard water? Hard water is the water that contains high amount of dissolved salt and does not give leather with the use of saws. Next, how hardness is causes. Hardness of water is causes due to the presence of salt of magnesium and calcium dissolved in it. Okay, what are the types of hardness of water? Hardness of water are two types, temporary hardness and permanent hardness. What are the temporary hardness of water? Temporary hardness of water is due to the presence of dissolved bicarbonates of magnesium and calcium in it. What is the permanent hardness of water? Permanent hardness of water is due to the presence of dissolved sulfates and chloride of magnesium and calcium in it. Write down the drawbacks of hardness water. Hard water is unfit for drinking and cooking purpose. It is also not suitable for washing clothes. Scale formation may result in the blockage of water that are used for the transportation of the hard water. What is anhydrous substance? Give the example. Substances that do not contain water of crystallization in them are referred to as anhydrous substance. For example, the anhydrous copper sulfate CuSO4 5H2O hydrate copper sulfate on heating the product formation at presence anhydrous copper sulfate CuSO4 5H2O. That is, you may write CuSO4 5H2O by heating the product formation CuSO4 anhydrous copper sulfate and release the 5 molecule of water. Okay, next item. What is hygroscopic substance? Give the example. Substances that are capable of attracting water from their surroundings are referred to as hygroscopic substance. Example, zinc chloride, calcium chloride, etc. Next item, what is the exothermic reaction? Give the example. Reaction in which heat is released are called exothermic reaction. Example, sodium react with cold water to form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. That is, sodium 2Na plus water, 2 molecule of water, 2H2O. The product formation 2NaOH, sodium hydroxide and hydrogen H2. Okay, you may write 2Na plus 2 molecule of water, that is the product formation 2NaOH plus hydrogen gas is formed. Okay. What is suspensions? Give the examples. Suspensions are heterogeneous mixtures. The particles in a suspensions are larger than that of a solution, and these particles can be separated by filtration process. Example, sand in water, dust in air, etc. Next question, what is the unsaturated solution? A solution in which solute concentration is low and more solute can be dissolved in the solvent at a given temperature. That is a particular temperature. It's called an unsaturated solution. Okay. What is the saturated solution? A solution in which no more solute, okay, can be dissolved in a solvent at a given temperature. It's called a saturated solution. What is supersaturated solution? A solution in which there is more amount of solute in the solvent at a given temperature, at a particular temperature. It's called a supersaturated solution. Next question, what is colloids? Give the example. Colloids are heterogeneous nature. Okay, every colloid contains two parts: colloidal particles, dispersion phase, and the dispersing medium. The particles of colloid, solid or liquid, will have intermediate size between suspension and solution particles. Example for dispersion phase solid, dispersion medium gas. Next item, the difference between suspension and colloid. Suspensions are heterogeneous mixture, but colloid are heterogeneous mixture but sometimes exhibit the properties of homogeneous mixture. The size of the particles is large, thus visible to the naked eye, but the size of the particles is very small and microscopic, that is not visible to the naked eye. The particles get the settled on keeping undisturbed. The particles do not settle on standing. Suspension can be separated by the filtration. Colloid cannot be separated by the filtration. It is the most important point. Example, sand in water, dust in air. Example, fog, milk. What is the order of crystallization? Give the example. The fixed number of water molecules available in one formula unit of a salt is known as water of crystallization. When these crystals are heated, the water present in the salt is lost. That is example for blue vitriol, the hydrated copper sulfate, that is CuSO4 5H2O. Next question, what is hydrated substance? Give the example. Substances that contain water of crystallization in them are referred to as hydrated substance. Example, Epsom salt, MgSO4 7H2O, green vitriol, FeSO4 7H2O, hydrated copper sulfate, blue vitriol, that is CuSO4 5H2O, gypsum, hydrated calcium sulfate, that is CaSO4 2H2O. What is water pollution? Water pollution refers to the contamination of water bodies due to which water becomes unsuitable for drinking, breathing, cooking and agriculture use. Write down the causes of water pollution. Few causes of water pollution are: number 1, domestic words, industrial words, agriculture words, acid rain, thermal pollution, etc. What are the main sources of water on earth? The main source of water on earth are rainwater, surface water and groundwater. Write down the use of water. Water is used for various domestic purposes such as drinking, washing, bathing, and cooking. Water of river, oil, and steams is used for the agriculture. Waters act as the mode of transport by the boats and ship, etc. Water is used for generate electricity. What is acid rain? What are its harmful effects? Sulfuric acid and nitric acid mixed with rain to form acid rain. Effect of the acid rain: number 1, acid rain causes direct damage to leaves of plant. Acid rain causes damage to face water, decrease the phase pollution in lake. Acid rain remove the basic nutrients such as calcium from the soil. Next question: maintain 2 harmful effects of water pollution. Number 1, discharge of domestic waste into water bodies leads to contamination of water. It adversely, that is the harmful effect of living organism that consume that. This is the part of pollutant water. This is the killed the aquatic life. Industrial waste released into water bodies contains toxic compound and gases which causes health complications in living organisms and harms aquatic plants and animals. Write down the 2 ways which wastage water can be avoided at home. Number 1, turn off the water tap when not is used, especially while brushing our teeth. Take water in buckets and use a mug for watering the plants instead of using a hose to avoid excessive use of water.